How's it going? Amazing people. Welcome to the channel. I am Astro Tiger. It's a beautiful spring day. We're out here getting this beautiful sun. Today's topic is going to be something that's been on my mind for quite some time. I haven't had anyone to really talk to it about, so we're going to have a talk here. And I hope that you just take this in and, just think about it a little bit. So, I no longer want to be a part of society. I no longer want to be a part of this negative energy of what we call, I want to just say it's the country. It's humanity right now. I'm not saying I don't want to live. It's just, it seems like humanity is, or civilization is on autopilot. And I bought 22 acres 2 years ago, humbly speaking, and I'm gratefully thankful for it. But everything that has become of reality, it seems to be artificial. And I feel like my soul came here for a very authentic experience. Yeah, I'm talking on the phone. It's part of civilization, technology or whatnot. But the positive aspect of this is I'm able to speak, give a message. Nature is my guru, so I'm able to spread the knowledge of things I learned from nature. And as far as I know, nature has been with our ancestors since the beginning of humanity and prior. And if you research a little bit, humanity started millions of years ago, not thousands or whatnot. But it's just, society is just like the movie The Matrix. Society is created by a system. The food is no longer real. The things we see on TV, they're being created by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is literally a database that they collect from YouTube and other social medias, and they store it to create this ultra intelligence. It's not as a matter of fact, it's not even an intelligence. It's just a database of you, me, and everybody else around the world that got a phone, and they record everything and create this one entity, this singularity. Last time I checked, I came here for my soul came here for, like I said, an authentic experience. Excuse my chickens, they trying to get my attention. It's time to eat. But see, with the chickens, they produce eggs. I ain't gotta worry about going to get my eggs from the store. But this really not about me, but I would like to be a teacher for those who aspire to get to the point of somewhat having some sovereignty. We got some things growing in the garden, and the things we have growing in the garden are hearty foods. Not too much going on, but it's gonna be things that I can rely on if things ever got bad. And what I mean by if things got bad, our electricity is mostly produced by someone else. Grocery stores, the food is stocked by someone else and made and processed by someone else. The water is filtered and pumped through pipes by someone else. So it comes to, what are the benefits of wanting to leave society? Wanting to leave society, you begin to have the thoughts of how can I produce my own food? How can I produce my own source of water? How can I establish reliable shelter? The modern house will deteriorate over years. And you see these older homes that are still standing. Yeah, the interior probably has deteriorated a little bit, but you have these older homes that are lasting. It seems like everything in society now, the quality has become bland. Like the artistic nature of humanity is just gone out the window. I'm a visual artist myself, and everything now art-wise is being produced by AI in a matter of a second. Something that it'll take me days and months to, create, AI is doing. But guess what? The beautiful thing about being a human is the human experience. Everything we experience here, we take over to the next realm and transcend with it. I know once my soul leaves this realm, I don't have to worry about AI. You artificially trying to tell or artificially telling me what something in nature is, but yeah, I can feel nature. AI can't feel nature. The benefit of wanting to leave society is getting away from the energy of war. Yes, I'm a Marine, infantry veteran. Then go to combat. Not every infantryman goes to combat. Not every battalion goes to combat, but let's not go there. But, so, here's an example, or here's something I learned from Manly P. Hall. I was listening to one of Manly P. Hall's videos, and he was saying that a strong nation doesn't destroy. A strong nation helps other nations build up. Makes sense, right? If you're really strong, why would you have to go destroy? You have to destroy to take to become strong. So this illusion of going to war and taking and showing our might, taking lives, it's not a strong nation. That's a nation that's destructive and unconscious. And the people who don't understand that are just programmed to not understand it. It's that simple. I want to keep things simple on this channel. Ooh, y'all. Hey, I see you. So, yeah. It's not being rebellious or unpatriotic, if you want to call it that, or terroristic, to think that wanting to not kill people is, not wanting to kill people and destroy other countries for their resources is not terroristic. That seems to be a very, very high vibrating thought. But see, that goes with not wanting to be a part of the drama. Expansion of the consciousness allows us to observe things that from a different perspective versus from these two eyes. Opening your third eye, your pineal gland, making sure it's healthy. You're able to put yourself in a perception or shoes of someone else or something. Building that clairvoyance, intuition. Ever since I moved to the country 2 years ago and been out here in nature, I've learned so much more about myself. I learned about the dangers of ticks, for sure. When I've traversed the lands, I've discovered a spring on a property, but I've also seen many copperheads on the property. There's a negative to every positive, but there's a positive to every negative. And that's how the universe works. So, many people were like, oh, you have venomous snakes on your property. But guess what? Venomous snakes have been a part of this earth community since forever. But guess what? Those venomous snakes offer medicine. So essentially, I have a being, an animal companion here that can ultimately help. They don't come to the house and try to strike me. These snakes or anything in nature don't come and try to pursue or hurt me, other than probably ticks and mosquitoes and horseflies. Them horseflies are very aggressive. You don't want to get bit by neither three. Why? They carry diseases. So, yes, to every positive about this beautiful nature, there's a negative. But guess what? Nature is going to teach you how to naturally live. See, these thoughts, this energy that I'm projecting into this device, the phone, are thoughts of not wanting to be a part of an oligarch telling me, oh, I want to spray this on your food because I feel that it's beneficial. Or these companies, apparently, I guess Bill Gates is sponsoring a company called All Things Bugs. I don't want to eat bugs. Guess what? Bugs carry a high amount of cyanide. Cyanide is cancerous to the body. So basically, it kind of seems like a group of people want to kill us off, or a lot quicker, like Mark Zuckerberg. He's about to produce the world's most expensive beef, Wagyu, over in Hawaii. Took the land. So if you're about to produce the world's most expensive beef, I know it's not for the average person, because they want to give the average person bug protein. There's a group of people who want to benefit off this beautiful world and just leave the masses to build their stuff, you know? So I just want to encourage people to have thoughts on, Ashley, we're going to go more into this later on, because I really want to get into the Matrix trilogy. But that whole thing is actually becoming a thing. It's been becoming a thing. Many people, if you have the eyes to see, or have been seeing, you can see that for sure now, that it's going to be AI growing our food, doing everything. So many people were like, oh, that means more freedom, easier life. We didn't come here with these bodies to have an easy life. We didn't come here with these bodies to have constant entertainment. So imagine we all got to pass away at some point. What have you authentically learned to transcend? If you're living in an artificial reality where everything that you can just go buy it with currency, you didn't forge it, hunt it, process it, or none of that, how are you going to transcend to something that's always been? And it's natural, the cosmos. If all you know is concrete jungle and technology, telephone, no green, no sun, how is your soul gonna transcend to something that it don't even recognize? Boom. That's a benefit of wanting to leave society. And guess what? When you want to leave society and get that thought, it becomes a manifestation. You begin to pursue ways of getting away from this. You become free, sovereign. Many people work. I have the fortunate ability to work for my sanctuary, my property. But I didn't always have this. I got here 2 years ago. But I have a little red notebook, and I always look back at it. There was a time when I was homeless in Florida. I wrote in that notebook, buy land, start sanctuary, grow food. I tell my parents, I used to think things were crazy, but now I understand that when you really want something and you begin to do good for it, you will get that. But you have to take through actions of achieving that. Things will not just happen unless you project the energy into it. How do you project the energy? That means taking action most of the time. I took the action of wanting to get away from the city and all the people, because people don't even know the energy that they carry, and that's a benefit of getting away from the society. And majority of cities have a very negative energy. If you go to a city and people are constantly giving and doing for one another, that's a positive environment. But majority of cities anywhere now are negative, full of materialistic. Excuse me, I tried to combine two words, materialism and materialistic, but they're both applied to cities. So it's just like, I'm at the point in life where I don't want much, but I don't want to make this too much about me, but I can only express or tell you things based off my experience as one individual. So I hope that my experiences in life help you to achieve a greater idea, thought, peace, made manifest. Society has no good interest for us. Unfortunately, I tune in to the news here and there just to have an understanding, but everything that's going on the news now was going on the news before I was born. Gun control, all this craziness, sex, gender, diversity, civil rights. They've been replaying the same play over and over again to new generations, because the generations like us don't know what went on 60 years ago, and the people who did know what went on 60 years ago, their minds are probably fading away, or they're too tied up and transcending into the next. So with that being said, society is a big play. And it becomes to the part where it's just ultimately predictable. And I don't want to be a part of this movie. Society, the system is set up to where they only have to make a few changes to it, and the whole world would adjust. They don't have to do much. But see this out here, you adjust to it, and it becomes you, and you have that freedom. You have the ability to grow, feel pain, because pain will help you grow. You have the ability to be uncomfortable, but that uncomfortable feeling builds resilience. When you have resilience, you're able to overcome the obstacles of life. Something that didn't motivate you before will then motivate you. You will build discipline. and discipline is something I really want to go into. So with that being said, those are a few benefits of wanting to just get away from society, become self-sufficient, and then you get to love those who truly love you. You get to understand those who truly love you. When you get away from the masses and just be a part of this, those who want to be a part of your realm, your gravitational pull, they'll come. And they'll come and be projected to this natural force we call Earth, energy, the cosmos. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, potentially, and let's get more beautiful topics going, because now we're starting to delve into some deep stuff, and it's only gonna get deeper, or as we're just gonna keep expanding consciousness. We're gonna talk about things that really tap in and plant, get those seeds sprouting. Some of the simple seeds I talked about in my previous videos, but there are many more. Just like there are a variety of plants, there are a variety and unlimited ways to expand this consciousness. So with that being said, again, have a beautiful day. You are amazing. Make the best out of this week. Let's go back to trying to grow our own food and tapping into our friends, the birds, the natural animals. Let's go back home to nature so we can use nature to transcend. To the next video. Stay amazing.